with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand.
Well, Coach, in a few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west. But for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. This will be taken in at the 1. Gets past one man. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right here, right here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Go!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Back to throw here. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set,
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up, because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or worse, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Below Nichols, showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Switch. Hey, Echo. 5.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All day, dog. Get it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's Locke to throw, and Ingram holds it in. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That one goes for 24 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now look at him go. The 40, 30, past the 20, 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke complete. It's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
60 outlaw.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Clock now on first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. They were looking for Johnson that time. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Dixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a third down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, orbit.
They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Dixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
SOS.
Throwing his lock on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On second down now. It's Dixon, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, they go with Dixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Going deep this time for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 54 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On first down, Locke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
218, chop.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Deep grip.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Eckler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bears 42, Broncos 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Locke. He's got his man on the comebacker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
And that was a nice strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Break. 9:55. I got it.
Locke working out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Dixon. And out across midfield down to the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Ready.
They'll run it with Dixon. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see, 99 yards of field in front of you.
And it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Out.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's get it. Go. Now.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come to my world.
On second down, Eckler. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34.
I do this for the family.